Greetings. Today I want to just encourage you to plant many seeds and reap the harvest. And when I speak about seeds, I'm speaking about your thoughts, your ideas, the things that you like to accomplish in this life, the things that you like to do to make you feel more accomplished, to make your life feel more like a more purposeful life. You feeling that you're fulfilling your purpose. So, my brother, my sisters, the thing is, your mind is like a garden, and you have to see your mind as a garden, and you're sowing seeds in that garden, and they are natural laws, laws that cannot be changed by anyone. Whatsoever you sow, that is what you will also reap. So, when I say to sow many seeds and reap the harvest, you should have a whole book filled with things you like to accomplish in this world, as long as you come to the knowledge of self, as long as you come to the knowledge of knowing who you are. And you should definitely work towards accomplishing those things with the motive that you have to make a contribution to your society. You must make a meaningful contribution to all of humanity, because every one of us born here with a gift. Every one of us been given something to do, and you must discover what it is that you came here to do. And that is why, my brother, my sister, I want to say to you, when you plant many seeds, you will get a bigger harvest. For example, if you look at the farmer doesn't just go out and plant one seed. He plants many seeds because he wants a very large harvest. And so in life, you must think big, and you must always see things from a bigger picture. In other words, see things through the eye of God, through the eye of imagination. Because whatever you can imagine and you can believe, you can definitely receive. Because thoughts become things, and we do become what we think about most of the time. So once you understand the law of sowing and reaping, and you understand that as a man thinketh in his heart or his subconscious mind, so is he, and you live by that law of sowing and reaping, you will prove for yourself that you are the cause of everything that is happening in your life. And that is why you need to plant good seed, positive and uplifting seeds, which I said before, I'm speaking of your thoughts, because your mind is the garden. And so for those of you who may have been raised in a superstitious and religious home, you may have been taught that the Garden of Eden is a physical geographical place. Okay, but I'm saying to you, it's a place in mind. It is within you. It is your mind. And whatever you sow in your subconscious, that is definitely what you would inherit. That is what you would experience in your physical waking world. And that is why it's very important that you go to bed consciously every night, and you awake with the attitude of thanksgiving for the seed you would have sown the night before. You see, your life is shaped upon how you go to bed and how you awake each and every day. And so the surety of a farmer getting a harvest, it is he getting up each and every day and going to work on his field and making sure that he do the necessary things so that he can sow his seed in the soil and reap his harvest. It's the same thing that's happening in our everyday life. So, just to make it simple, if you really understand that principle of a farmer and you apply that same principle in your life as you go to bed night after night, and when you wake up and throughout the day you are mindful that in your waking state you're sowing seeds, and when you fall asleep, whatever seed that you sow will start the germinating process. That is why Job chapter 33 tells you that your instruction is being sealed when you slumber upon the bed. And when you plant the seed in the soil, that is its bed where it goes to sleep. And unless a corn of wheat fall in the ground and dies, it abideth alone. But if it dies, it bringeth forth much fruit. You must go through that process of death, burial, and resurrection. And so when you get your ideas, which are your seeds, and you plant them night after night, they will go through that same process of death, burial, and resurrection. And your light will so shine before the world, and the world will definitely see, and they will glorify the creative power which is in you, the power of the Father who is in secret. So all of that is just speaking of your imagination. Whatever you can plant in your imagination, it can definitely become your reality, because truly imagination is what creates reality. For God and man are one, and God and man is man's imagination. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, these are just a few words of encouragement to say to you, plant as much seed as possible. Some people, they come up with one thing they would like to achieve in this one, and just waiting, and then they say that the law of attraction don't work. They say that what we are teaching doesn't work. It's because they're not planting enough seed. Plant as much seed as possible. Okay? And be patient. Okay? Habakkuk chapter 2 tells you, though the vision tarry, you must wait for it. Because it is sure you're walking by law and order. Understand that. Okay, so let me come to a closing, my brother and my sisters, and let me say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me on Black Mad Guru. And I'll definitely encourage you also to get my latest book. It's called Spiritual Recipe for Better Living. And I'll definitely encourage you to get it and start to live the better life. Also, share one with a friend or family member. It's very, very important. I believe that this book can definitely revolutionize the life of anyone who reads it and understands the Bible metaphysically, esoterically, and psychologically, and apply these recipes in their life. Also, if you'd like to be a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. And there's as much information that is available for each and every one, in spite of the different tier. Okay, but for those who are on the tier of donating $20 or more, you have access to the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously course, along with the bonus course on self-concept. So if you feel strongly led to listen to those videos, I definitely encourage you to do so. Get on board. Also, if you'd like to book a one-on-one with me, you're most welcome. And as long as you email me and we come to a conclusion, we can definitely work together. However, just before I leave, I just want to remind you that if you feel strongly led to support this work, that we have a PayPal, and the link is always down below. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.